Hello everyone, and welcome back to my chatty, sassy channel here on YouTube, where I talk about all things luxury, be it luxury fashion, luxury travel, or life's luxuries in general. And today I am doing a follow-up video to one I recently filmed on 5 items that I really like but won't spend my money on. Well, today are 5 items that I am really loving that I think are very likely I could spend my money on this year. So let's jump right in to this video with item number 1 on the list. Now, one of the items that I talked about in the last video that I wasn't going to buy were a lot of the light pink Dior items. And while I don't think I'm going to buy anything that's light pink, because light pink is just not a color I reach for. It's not a color that I want. I never think, ooh, I wish I had light pink. But that being said, I am still loving everything that Jonathan Anderson is doing at Dior. And so I think that getting some Dior shoes is a very real possibility for me this year. Last year when I was in Paris, I got a pair of Jean Dior slingbacks. Love those, super comfortable. There are several pairs. There is a gold embellished pair that honestly is probably more than I'm gonna spend on shoes. So I probably won't get that pair, but I really love them. There is a bow slide with the navy Dior that I really like. I could really see myself wearing those a lot in the summer because I wear a lot of denim shorts and I feel like those would go really well with a lot of the denim shorts and t-shirts that I wear in the summer. But they also have this sort of mesh style that they're doing that just says Dior all over, and that beautiful sort of Dior that's very feminine. And while I don't think that I'd go with the black, I love the black, but I don't think I'd go with the black since I already have the Jean Dior slingbacks in black. I think that I might really go for the nude color in this. Now, the only catch is that I really need to try it on because where I am very pale, nudes can be kind of hard for me color-wise, and so I definitely want to try these on to make sure that I like the nude on me, that it looks good and flattering on my foot. But these are a real contender as well. I think that either of the navy slides or of this nude slingback, both are likely, honestly, to come into my collection. I'll probably only get one this year, but definitely very high contenders for my money right now. And while we're on shoes, there is another pair of shoes that I'm really loving that I think are a really strong contender. And that is going to be the Chanel suede slides that came out in the most recent collection. These are in like a tan suede. I've been wanting a pair of shoes in this color that's like a slide type loafer for a while, and I mean, the Hermes ones are also a consideration, but something about them I don't quite love on my foot as much. But these I really like. I think they're really cool, but I don't think that they're trendy necessarily. So I think that this is a style shoe that I could enjoy for several years. They're really nice and casual. I just want to make sure they look good on my foot because Chanel shoes normally don't look particularly good on my feet. And so I want to make sure that this is definitely a flattering shoe. It's a really strong contender though. I think that if this one looks good on my foot, this is one that I could definitely see me bringing into my collection. Now, I briefly mentioned Hermes, and when it comes to Hermes, while I'm not necessarily sold on their loafers right now, I am loving their ready-to-wear. The ready-to-wear from Hermes right now for women, to me, is very wearable, very my style. There are a lot of pieces that I'm really loving, and so I think that there are several contenders for me, whether it be from fall ready-to-wear. That show that Walk the Runway I thought was fantastic. There were so many jackets that I loved in that show. But also there's some pieces out for spring right now. There are some skirts, there are some jackets that I'm really liking that would be very wearable, very easy to work in to my wardrobe and to my lifestyle. And that's what I want to get when I get ready to wear pieces, is pieces that I'm actually going to wear. They're going to work for my real life. And so I think there is a very strong chance that I will bring a piece of Hermes ready-to-wear home with me this year. Now, item number 4 is an item that I think I talked a little bit on my wish list at the beginning of the year. I mentioned that I was wanting to bring more gold into my collection. I was also thinking about bringing garnet into my collection of fine jewelry because my daughter was born in January, so that's her birthstone, but it's also my 30th birthday this year. And so I am definitely really strongly considering getting an emerald piece with gold on it to bring into my jewelry collection to mark my 30th birthday. And I'm also really thinking about bringing in a garnet piece with gold since it's my first Mother's Day this year. And so having a piece brought in to my luxury jewelry collection that is either emerald or garnet in gold, I think is definitely something that is a very strong contender, as there are a couple of big milestones happening in May. So I would definitely be watching the channel to see what I unbox in May. And then finally, this one is a bit of a wild card, but one of the items that is really, I just absolutely love, is it's something that I've never really talked about wanting this specific item before, but I have been looking for a chocolate suede bag for a while, and there's just never been the right one that came up. And then I saw this one, and this one just knocked my socks off, and I have been absolutely in love with it, thinking about it all the time. Despite the fact that the price is ridiculous, I don't even care. That's how much that I like it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to buy it because it is still really expensive. And there are other things on this list that are more realistically affordable. But the item that has stolen my heart right now is the Dior saddlebag, which I've never really thought that much about a saddlebag before. I've always really liked them, but I've never seen one that I'm like, yep, that's me. I can see myself wearing it. But this Dior saddlebag in chocolate brown suede, I can see myself wearing this so much. It's the size of a brown suede bag that I was wanting. I've been wanting it to be a shoulder bag, but it's not an open shoulder bag because I didn't want an open shoulder bag. And it does have the option to go crossbody, I guess. I really wouldn't ever wear this bag crossbody. I think the saddlebag needs to be a shoulder bag. But I just think it is so, so beautiful. Dior makes amazing quality suede pieces. And so this is definitely an item that the quality is there, the look is there, the size, the shape, everything that I was wanting in a brown suede bag is there in this bag. The only thing that I don't love is that it's $4,700 and Dior doesn't hold their value. And so I don't know if this is an item that I should get from the store or if I should just wait and look for one over time to come up on the resale market, because Dior just doesn't hold its value, and I have a hard time buying a Dior bag from the store when I know that it doesn't hold their value. At the same time, I don't just want any Dior bag, I want this specific one. And so because of that, it's quite possible that this could end up in my collection, and I might just swallow the price and buy it at some point this year, particularly if none of these other items have worked out for me. I think that this could realistically be something that at the end of the year that I buy for myself. So with that, those are the 5 items that I am really strongly considering purchasing and bringing in to my collection this year. Let me know what is on your list of current items that you really think are going to get your money this year, and what you think of the items that are on my list. With that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye!